What is going on, YouTube? It is howdy doody, my fellow shoobies. I'm back like I never left, and I'm here again today to bring to you a sneaker review and an unboxing. So, yeah, I'm really souped up about this one. It's one of my all-time favorite shoes. I actually had this before, so I wanted to kind of relive it again, and we're here to give you a review and unboxing. So I got this right off of, it's just a box right now. I got it right off of StockX, and that's been my go-to for sneakers as of late, especially the ones that have already been released. There's a lot of sneaker reviews coming out, or not reviews, but a lot of sneakers releasing as far as Jordans go. I want to get the 7 Cardinals, which come out. They pushed it back. It was supposed to come out in November around Black Friday, but now it's coming out on December 30th. So hoping I can get my hands on a pair of those Cardinals 7s. I have about 4 7s, so I would add to my collection. And yeah, so the 7s. I also wanted to get the 2s, the Chicago 2s. Those are like classics. They came out second year of MJ playing, so that was his second year, and so that was kind of before my time. I was only about like 2 or 3 years old, but I would love to have a pair of the Chicago ones are coming out again too. So I would like to have a pair of those, and there's one more pair I think are coming out too that I wanted to have, which were the cherry, white and cherry Jordan 11 patent leathers. Those are sick. Never worn, like not an OG, but definitely something that looks nice. I think they released a low top pair of those back in like about 20 years ago, 2001. They had the low top one, so missed out on those. So definitely would like to get a pair of 11s. And these are just a favorite of mine. Go ahead and just get right to it. And I purchased these. These are a pair from like 2013, so they're about 9 years old. I want to wear these though. I don't want to just collect them, so I'm hoping I can wear them. When you get pairs that are probably like 5 years or more older, you may experience wear and tear, even though they're not worn. You might get like unwearable type of shoes, and I'm hoping that's not the case with these. If it is, then so be it. But I would love to get a few more, like a many years wearing these. Hopefully they, knock on cardboard, hopefully they hold up. But just to give you an idea, this is a box that came out. I have a pair of the same number of these. So what you can see right there is Retro 8. I'm giving you a hint already at what it is. So, oh nice, it comes with the retro card. So that's nostalgic right there. Holy crap. It comes with the retro card. This is a Jordan 8. The question is, which Jordan 8 is it? So it's the same. I recall buying a pair of 8s that were the playoff ones that I have right here. These were the 2013 release as well. So these came out in June of 2013. Came in this same box pretty much. So kind of is nostalgic there. It's a throwback. And so yeah, but this is what we got working with. And it's going to be swing. We got the Jordan 8 Rabbit, or Bugs Bunny Jordan 8s. So yeah. I had a pair of these. Yeah, I honestly did have a pair of these before. When I was, I can't remember. I was like maybe 18, 19. I had a pair of these, and yeah. So back to having these. It's a funny thing, I'll get you in the history of my history with these shoes. I love these shoes. I remember when these came back in 2003. I was a senior in high school, and these had just dropped, and they had the black and chrome ones, and these. And I really wasn't on like Jordans heavily, but I remember they would sell them in the stores, and it would, even after sometimes they would release, there would be a few pairs left over, and if you were lucky enough, you can get your hands on it. So I remember there was this mall by me where I lived, where I grew up throughout high school. It was on the Crossgates Mall, and they had a sneaker store called, for those of you that were live in the Albany area, or people that are watching that subscribe to my channel, my friends that are from that area, you guys remember Klein's All Sports. That was an awesome store. It was a sporting goods store, so they had a lot of like sporting goods store stuff, from like baseball gloves, bats, basketball hoops, football stuff, like any kind of sporting good equipment that you would play in, pads, stuff like that. But they also had apparel and sneakers and footwear. So I remember getting these were like $120, I think, and I was lucky enough to get a pair. I think I had a size 8.5, 8 or 8.5. But I remember having these in high school, and I seeing people wearing these. I'm like, oh, I gotta get these. They put like all different, like they put 2 laces in them, so this is awesome. And then I remember, for some reason, I worn them out, and I don't know what happened to the pair that I had bought, but I had traded for another pair with somebody I worked with, and what did I trade? I traded the 13 Flints, which I was lucky enough to get when they were released 2 years ago, after not having them, from when they came out in 2006. I made that mistake of trading them. I should have never traded those Flint 13s for the 8s. I mean, the 8s were still like good, but I traded them. And I mean, it was, my coworker wanted them. I thought I would, kind of, I don't know, help him out a little bit. He wanted those and he wanted to trade, so I was down for it. And I ended up getting the 8s again, which was pretty cool. And I remember mowing the lawn on them a few times. So, but yeah, I'm glad to have these back now. And long story short, I'm glad that I could relive these. These are pretty fresh. These were the 2013 releases, so they seem pretty sturdy. The glue, I don't see any issue. It'll be different once I try them on, but everything looks to be intact. You got your tongue with the classic Jordan tongue on the 8s. You have the, what is this? Kind of like a varsity letter type on a Letterman jacket. That's the same material, so that's pretty neat. And that's on all of the most of the 8s, pretty much all of them. You got your Velcro, the Velcro, and they call them the Bugs Bunnies because, not just because they were advertised with Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny at the time. I remember it was big on that, but they call these the Bugs Bunnies because there's Velcro, as you can see there. It says Air Jordan on that, which is pretty neat. But they have like the ear. These are like the strap, but they're kind of like the ears too. So like that's where they get that from, Bugs Bunnies. But yeah, man, just like how I remember, I missed out on these in 2013, which I regret. I remember when they came out, people were buying them a lot, and I just missed out on them. I just didn't feel the need to buy them then. I didn't want to, I wanted to save my money. But I'm lucky enough to be able to get, fortunate enough to be able to get a pair now and add to my collection. I remember, getting the playoff ones, which, I was waiting for a long time to get those. I never had a pair of those, and I was just happy enough to get they released June of 2013. I think these came out in April, so I missed out on the white Bugs Bunnies, but I did get the black playoffs ones that Jordan wore throughout the '93 playoffs when they won the 6th championship, or the 3rd championship in a row, the three-peat, the first three-peat, when they beat the Suns in the finals. But Jordan wore these throughout his 92, 93, well, mostly 93, the 93 season, of the 92, 93 season, but mostly, the 93, the beginning part of 92. I remember watching old like clips, videos. You can go on YouTube and watch old games or classic sports and stuff like that. You would see, if you paid attention, you would see that mostly Jordan wore the sevens in he still wore the sevens in the beginning of the 92-93 season, and then I don't know when he started wearing the eights, but I know that it was definitely in the 93 season. So towards the end of the 93 season, one game in specific, April 25th, 1993, the Knicks played the Bulls. It was like the last game of the season, of the regular season. Knicks won that game actually. It was at Madison Square Garden, and Jordan was wearing these. So coincidentally, that was my dad's birthday. So, but yeah, I mean, awesome shoe. I like, you know, how it kind of resembles, you know, Bugs Bunny a little bit. It's got the gray right there. You know, you got the 23 right here on the ear, on the strap. I love this pattern right here. It's like the silhouette. You got like this whole thing right there. All eights look just like this, except different colorways. So you have this part right here, side panel. You have this classic design, and then you have, you know, this classic design resembling the 8. And let's see, you got the laces. Comes with white laces. You got the shoe, the inside part to keep shoes fresh. Keep the toe box. Toe box looks nice and fresh, and then the size is not on the tongue, but it's right there on the side part of the shoe. You have, I wear size 9, but I could probably do 8.5. I'm thinking about going 8.5 from now on, because the size 9s I feel like a little bit not too big, but a lot of space, where I could, you know, 8.5 would probably be more so way to go. But yeah, the bottom, the sole is just awesome. You got the Jumpman right there. You know, you have more of the signature or classic 8 pattern there. And then, yeah, this part right here, the back part, you have just like, I'm not sure what kind of material this is, but it's like suede. That's what it is. It's suede. It's gray suede, which resembles, like, you know, Bugs Bunny. You know, looks like Bugs Bunny a little bit. So yeah, I'm definitely amped up about these. I'm so glad I was able to. These were on sale on StockX. You know, normally, you know, these shoes have been released for a while. They're going for a lot sometimes, but I was able to find a decent price of my size for the time being. So I found these on sale, and I'm just happy to have these again. So I'm gonna see if I can do it on foot for you guys, but definitely an awesome shoe. Really happy I got a pair of these to add in my collection. I only have 2 pairs of 8s. This is my second pair, playoff 8s, and the Bugs Bunnies. All right, well, I'll be back in a moment, and we'll do it on foot.